heck is this? Jesus. Unbelievable. Soundboard doing what it wants. Jeez. My fault. Uh-oh. I forgot to lower the volume. See, on one tablet, I have to take and raise the volume. On the other tablet, I have to lower the volume. Then I gotta try to fix it with the damn soundboard. Which I found out has been having a problem. The audio output wasn't working. It was stuck on high. And I mean high. It was loud. That's why every time somebody tuned into the grumpy old man, it blew their ears off. I think I got it fixed. If not, sorry for the loud noises. See, you can tell I'm getting old. I forgot the intro. I played the music, but then I was supposed to say, it's WDWL-TV, located on Grumpy Vulture Boulevard. And my studios are located on Grumpy Old Man Road. See? All right. And we are a division of Grumpy Vulture Productions. Take your bow. All right. Don't give me a hard time. Oh, just kidding. See, I told you. I had a zip tie. The exact size of his beak. How do you like it? Huh? Okay. Just kidding. I don't want to piss him off. I was in a damn meeting with management this morning. Oh, yeah. He waits outside the door until they come in. Then he runs, on his little feet, flapping his wings down the hall. The grumpy old man's been using my credit card. So, of course, the hotline rings. Grumpy has a hotline. Right. Yeah, see that? They install it today. It goes direct to the CEO. I didn't know. I come in, I'm working in the studio, I hear this buzzing. Sounded like an air raid alarm. Then, I happened to see this flashing light. So I picked it up and I said, Grumpy old man, that's me. This is the CEO. Come to my office. Okay. Now. Okay, I'll be there. Walk in the office. Who's sitting in the chair? I knew it was coming. The big guy says, I hear you've been using the Vulture's credit card. Who, me? And he's sitting there flapping his wings. I said, yeah, I used it for updates on the studio. Oh, updates on the studio? Yeah, I told him. New hard drives, more memory, new graphics cards, better programs. CEO turns to him and said, "Quit being so greedy. You ain't spending no money." I won one. I hear him grumbling under his beak. "I got the zip tie. Don't say a word." I'll only be able to keep him at bay with that for a while, and he'll come up with something else. Since I swapped out all the hard drives. What's this? Something on my screen. Oh, I can ignore it. My computer guy says, "Hey, did you extract everything you needed off them hard drives?" I said, "No, I just unplugged them and took them out of the case." He goes, "Well, don't you have stuff in there that you want?" I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, I got pictures, videos." I said, "Now what?" He says, "I'll send you over an adapter. You plug the hard drive into it. It'll come up on your monitor, and you can extract what you want." I says, "Okay, but what am I going to extract it to?" He says, "External memory." I was thinking, boy, I could use some of that myself. He said, "I'm going your way. I'll drop one off. I have a spare." Cool. So, the girl down at the reception desk says, "Hey, a guy dropped something off for you." I says, "Okay, I'll be right down." So, I get this. I said, "What did you send me an empty case for? There ain't nothing in here. This thing, it can't be anything in there. Don't weigh nothing. And it's supposed to be 2 terabytes. Not vulture bytes, terabytes." I'm like, he forgot to put the hard drive inside the case. So I called him and I said, "Hey, you give me an empty case." He said, "No, I gave you an empty external storage." I said, "There ain't nothing in it." He goes, "Yeah, believe me. Plug it into your computer." Okay. So I plug it in. Holy shit. This little dinky aluminum box that don't weigh like 2 ounces holds 2 terabytes of data. Talk about technology. Back in the day when Grumpy had his first computer, I think it had like a 50 gigabyte hard drive. Yeah, it was running Windows 3.1. Look it up. That's like in the 90s. Yeah. When I had to ride a pterodactyl down to the local computer store, and then I had to rent a Tyrannosaurus Rex in order to bring it home because the goddamn computers back in the day were so frickin' big and heavy. Nowadays, holy shit. A friend of mine got one of those MacBook Airless. It's like this. It don't weigh nothing. I couldn't believe it. It's got like 2 terabytes of memory, a rocket for a processor, and it don't weigh nothing. Talk about making things lightweight. And the modern technology, holy crap. Grumpy can't keep up with it. But now I got 2 terabytes of storage. Now all I got to do is get all them hard drives out of the storeroom and plug them in and extract what I want off of them. I wish he'd have told me that before. Although, see, he was under the impression I was going to bring him the computers. And then I found this website that sold hard drives preloaded with Windows 10 Pro. Plug and play. Why take it to a computer guy? I did it myself. But I didn't think about extracting the data that I needed. Pictures, videos. Now I can. And with 2 terabytes, I can take every hard drive, take every photo, every video, and I'll still have tons of room. Unbelievable. 2 terabytes in this little itty-bitty weightless thing. I'm going to put it by your feet. Don't turn around, because I don't want no surprise left on that. I know how you can be. Don't leave me no surprises on my hard drive there, my external storage, or you won't be eaten for quite a while. Just remember, I got the zip tie. I won't. Yeah, I can't keep up with the technology. It's unbelievable. I found some looping videos for free. That's the next addition to the studio. I'm going to have a monitor with a looping video. But I didn't want to put them on every computer. So my computer guy dropped off some thumb drives. I was like, thumb drive? I know why they call them thumb drives. They're about as big as your thumb. They're amazing. Right there. That little thing holds 32 gigabits. That little thumb drive right there. Ain't nothing to it. 32 gigabits. He told me, just take and put all your looping videos on the thumb drive. That way, if you go to the other studio, you just take the thumb drive with you, plug it in the computer. Bingo! There you go. I got some neat looping videos for free. Yeah, some pixie thing. I can't remember. A pixie stick in a bay or something like that. Yeah, freebies. Of course, you know, the freebies aren't as great as the ones you really want. The ones you really want, they want you to pay for. Grumpy's cheap, even though he has the Bird's credit card. So I got the crummy freebies. They'll work. They're just going to be for background anyway. I'm not sure where I'm going to put the monitor though. Well, actually, it's not a monitor; it's a TV set, 35-inch flat screen. Yeah, I might have it behind me. I don't know. It's going to have a looping video. I'll give you a hint. One of them is a campfire. That's all I'm going to tell you. But it's a looping video of a campfire. It'll be nice in the winter. I can go, I'm going to warm up. Put my back against the campfire. Don't look, Doc. I'm drinking coffee. I might as well doubly piss off my oncologist. Don't look, Doc. Turn away from the screen. Yeah. He gave me a hard time. First time I ever met the guy. Brand new doctor. My other one, she bailed. She got tempted away by another hospital, offered her more money, more staff, bigger office, labs. She jumped ship. So my new doctor. I have an appointment last week. I was sitting in the, they put you in that little cubicle room. If you're claustrophobic, sorry. So I'm sitting there waiting and waiting. I should have brought a magazine. In the door he comes. He says, he's got the chart in his hand. You the grumpy old man? Yeah, I'm the grumpy old man. Quit smoking. Strange name for a doctor. Quit smoking. I says, okay, doctor, quit smoking. Nice meeting you. He goes, I'm not the doctor, quit smoking. I want you to quit smoking. I couldn't deny it. I had them in my pocket. I usually leave them in the car. It was a dead giveaway. See, if I'd have had an empty pocket and left them in the car like I should have, he couldn't have come in and said, quit smoking. Although it says on my chart, I'm guilty. So we had a nice chat. Well, it was more like he chatted, I listened. Every time I go to say something, excuse, like he said, what are you doing about quitting smoking? I said, well, I tried that voodoo chant stuff, chant sticks or something. Excuse. I said, I tried the nicotine patches. Excuse. I said, I even did hypnosis. Excuse. I was like, what do you want? And then he's pointing at my head. I said, that's my head. He goes, you gotta turn that switch off that says smoke. Where, switch? I don't feel it. Where is it? Maybe it's on this side. I don't feel no switch, Doc. It's inside your head. Okay. How do I reach inside? There's a skull here. I was being a smart ass. He didn't think I was funny. No comment. So I told him, what do you want? He said, 5 cigarettes a day. I looked at him and I said, say that again. 5 cigarettes a day. I said, Doc, sometimes I have 5 cigarettes before I have my coffee. I was joking. He didn't think that was funny. And cut back on the coffee. I had to explain to him about my INEs, my nicotine and my caffeine. 2 items that I need every day. He didn't think that was funny either, but it's true. I get up in the morning, and my first cigarette of the day starts my brain, turns it on, gets it functioning. Then I go out and get a cup of coffee. About halfway through the cup, the coffee turns on my colon. Without coffee, we got a problem. I'll have to use... I was thinking today, some of the stuff they had back in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. I remember if my grandmother had that kind of colon problem. There was I laugh every time I think about it. She took this stuff that was called colon blow. It was an accident. Bought it at the drugstore. Colon blow. I guess it was like a laxative. Colon blow. I never wanted to try it. It sounded scary. Colon blow. Like, take some. Uh-oh! There goes my colon. Trying to think. There was something other. There was another that she took. One was colon blow. I know it had rectal in it. It was rectal something. But the colon blow sounded scary. It really did. Yeah, she used to go down the drugstore. Every now and then it'd be sitting out on the kitchen sink. So I knew Grandma was having a problem because she got her colon blow out. You would think that they would have come up with a better name. Colon blow. I never asked her how good the stuff worked. But to me, it sounds like if you took it, all of a sudden there was an explosion. Your colon was blown up. Yeah, colon blow. One of these days, I'm going to try to think of all the stuff back growing up when I was a kid that they had back, Now, I was born in the 50s, but this was stuff from the 30s and 40s, But colon blow, yeah. I remember going to the drugstore with her once. She goes up to the druggist. Can I help you? Ah, I need a box of colon blow. Here you go. I could envision taking this. I'm going to lose it. Taking the stuff. And everybody around you puts on a moon suit. Oh no, she took colon blow. Clear out. There's going to be a rectal. Yeah, that's what I envisioned when she took her colon blow. Take the colon blow before bedtime. First thing in the morning, run. And hopefully by the time you got to the bathroom, you had your pants down. You didn't think that was funny? I'm still laughing. Colon blow. Yeah. They don't make it anymore. You don't see it. Like a lot of the stuff from back in the day. Brill cream. I remember my father used to use Brill cream. It was a hair conditioner. It was actually like axle grease in a tube. They used to advertise it on TV. Brill cream, a little dabble do ya. Brill cream, you look so debonair. Brill cream. I can't remember the next word. But it'll make the women want to run their fingers through your hair. Yeah, I could see. Woman run her fingers through her hair going, holy shit. Are you using lard on your hair? No, I'm using Brill cream. Don't you love running your fingers through my hair? Says so in the commercial. And the commercials back in the day, I used to love the one for Hertz. A guy would drop out of the sky into a, good thing it was a convertible. Yeah, let Hertz put you in the driver's seat. And this guy'd fall from the sky right into the front seat of the car. I always wondered if maybe if one of the prop guys would have changed cars and brought in a sedan. That would have been hilarious. Guy drops from the sky, hits the roof, rolls off the trunk onto the pavement. Let Hertz put you on the cement today. Yeah, guy would drop out of the sky into the front seat of a car and drive away. I always wondered how many takes it took till they got that right. Like, you know, the first take, they dropped him in the back seat. Oops. Second take, they dropped him on the hood. Oops. Third take, they dropped him in the front of the car. Car runs him over. Okay, bring us another stunt double. Yeah. I also like the commercial for Chesterfield. It was a dancing pack of cigarettes. It was a woman with a cigarette box over her, but it was a dancing pack of cigarettes. She'd come out, dance on the stage, Chesterfield, you know. And everybody back in the 50s smoked on TV. Everybody. I remember Jack Benny always had his cigar. Johnny Carson. I used to love it when they'd have like 4 or 5 guys on the couch. And everybody'd be smoking. There'd be clouds of smoke. Of course, then they banned smoking in the studio. But Johnny used to smoke anyway. Yeah. Read the book on Johnny Carson. He had an ashtray behind him with a fan so you couldn't see the smoke. And as soon as they went to commercial, he'd light up. And then, if they come back from commercial a little too quickly, you'd see him with his arm ducking the cigarette to the ashtray. See, Johnny called the shots. He owned the show, Carson Productions. Not like Grumpy Vulture Production. Don't get no ideas. And he told them, I'm not going to stop smoking. He had his little cigarette box on his desk, his lighter. But back in the day, it was cool. A guest would come out. I remember like the day Rodney Dangerfield was on the show. He come out and he sat down. He goes, hey, Johnny, I need a smoke. Johnny opened his cigarette box. Rodney reached over, grabbed a cigarette. Johnny lit it for him, and they sat there and they talked, smoking cigarettes. God forbid that would happen today. Holy shit. But yeah, up until he retired, Johnny smoked during the show. You just didn't see it. Although sometimes they'd get caught. They'd come back from commercial and Johnny would be like, oh, we're back. And he'd duck that cigarette in the ashtray. He didn't care. But it was cool back in the... I remember he had... let me think. He had Dean Martin. Oh, God, I can't remember their names. Oh, I guess maybe I'll have to tell this story another time. But he had the big stars. He had Dean Martin. Oh, he had Sammy Davis Jr., he had Dean Martin. I can't remember who was sitting in the guest chair. He was the last guest out. But you had Ed McMahon, you had Dean Martin, you had Sammy Davis, and whoever the guest was. And he had a drink back in the day. Yeah. And while he was talking to Johnny, Dean Martin and Sammy Davis were dropping their cigarette ashes in his drink. But he wasn't paying attention because he had the drink over here, and they were dropping their cigarette ashes in it. And Johnny's talking to him, and he's trying to keep him busy. And he takes the drink, and he's like, what's in my drink? And everybody broke up laughing. But it was hilarious because Johnny kept him busy. Kept him looking at him. And he had the drink over here. And Dean Martin and Sammy, they were putting their cigarette ashes in his drink. And then he drank it. Oh, my God. I almost pissed myself. I wish they would run that one. They have a Johnny Carson channel on. But they don't run the really hilarious stuff that, it's like boring Carson programs, but if they want you to watch, they got to bring back those really hilarious ones. Yeah, those were the days. TV, big bands. Every show had a band. Carson had a big band. Trying to think who else. Well, every show, if they had a guest that was going to sing, they always had an orchestra. Live music. Not like today where they just mouth the words and somebody's playing a tape back behind the curtains. And back in the day, they really sang. They really played instruments. When Carson had Glenn Campbell on, he'd be sitting there with his guitar playing away. Now they fake everything on TV. It's all that AI shit. Pretty soon we won't really have stars. You won't have movie stars. You'll have AI stars. Everything will be AI. That way the studios don't have to pay the big money. Like the day, back in the day, Warner Brothers, Betty Davis. She smoked. She didn't care. She smoked on screen and off. I'll never forget, she told a story. The first time she lit a cigarette on stage while they were filming a movie. And the producer said, "That's not ladylike." And she said, "Well, we'll make a decision here. I smoke, we film the movie. I don't smoke. You need a new star. She said he pulled out a lighter and said, light up, Betty. She didn't take no shit. I liked Betty Davis. I'll never forget the last time she was on Carson. First thing he did when she sat down, she said, Johnny, I need a cigarette. Johnny kind of looked at her. Okay. Took the lid off his cigarette box. She took out a cigarette like this. And he lit it for her like this. And she smoked the whole time he was doing the interview. She was a gutsy broad. But yeah, back when I was growing up, even in the old westerns, you'd see them, like Wyatt Earp. Well, I don't think Wyatt Earp smoked, but all the guys in the bar, back in the western days, they'd be in the bar smoking away, rolling their cigarettes. God forbid you even see a cigarette butt now. Well, when they do the CSI, oh, look, we can get some of that DNA stuff off that cigarette butt that he left in the ashtray. Well, how do you know that it's his? Well, look, it's the only odd cigarette butt. Okay, we'll take that one. And then they test it for DNA, and that's how they catch the criminal. But you never see him smoking it. All you see is the cigarette in the ashtray. We need to go back to them days when the villain lights up and says, when I finish this cigarette, you're in trouble. And I mean it. And the person he's threatening said, you want to smoke 2 or 3 and think about it? I had a friend call me today. He's a golfer. I didn't know he watched my streams. Hi. And he said, I liked your golf joke about losing your balls. He told it at the clubhouse after he finished his 18 holes of golf. He came in, and one of the guys from one of the other foursomes said, Hey, Bill, how'd you do today? He said, I lost my balls. Everybody laughed. Not him. He didn't think it was funny. That's why I brought the zip tie on top of the console today. Don't even think about it. There was something else I wanted to talk about. I should have made a script. But Saturday, it's a whatever. Whatever comes to my mind. Sometimes nothing. I just go blank. Like now. There was something else I wanted to talk about. I think I went too long on the Carson and the smoking, and the next idea just left my skull. I talked about my doctor. I talked about the storage. Don't you even think about it. He's looking down. Don't you leave no surprises on my external storage. Damn bird. I'm thinking of going back to my golden microphone. I like these minis, but they're not really making me happy. I think that might be some of the volume thing. I think these things are too sensitive. So I'm thinking about going back to Grumpy's golden microphone. I missed this one. It was a good one. Maybe you'll see it tomorrow. It don't take much to switch these out. Now I gotta put it back in the little storage place where it was sitting. Oh, come on, get over there. Oh, geez, I shouldn't have taken it out of the storage box. Yeah, I think maybe this is part of the problem. I think since these are made for, actually they're made for, vocals, music, singing. I think they're a little too sensitive for Grumpy Chat. So maybe tomorrow I'll dismantle everything and put my golden microphone back. I miss it. That's what I started with. I like the after crackle. Yeah, I think I'll definitely go back to, let me see. How much do I have to change here? Bear with me. Oh. Easy swap out. Yeah, tomorrow we're going back to the golden microphone. Grumpy will have it just like this, right in front of him. I could control the volume better with it. I don't think it's the soundboard. I think it's these microphones. Everything too loud. No matter how I adjust it. I got the volume down. It's still showing every now and then going in the red. Well, Bird, what do you say we call it a stream? You agree? Okay. All right, friends. Let's see what we're gonna end with here. The damn soundboard shut off again. Let's end with the theme from Bonanza, since we're talking about TV from my era. I can picture Hoss and Little Joe riding up from the pasture right now. All right, friends, I'll chat with you.